You wake up in the morning craving a song to start the day, something to set the mood. Morning report from NPR? Nah, not feeling it. Too long, too detailed. Maybe classic rock and country aren't your scene? Well, there's always the top 40 stations. When you turn on the radio, what do you hear? Songs about heartbreak and loss, dance beats and party rhythms. When you turn on the news, however, you start to hear something entirely different. You start to hear about all of the suffering and struggles in this world. Yet all of these things remain unspoken in popular music. When we are immersed continuously in media hype, one headline rolling after the next, we never stop to think about the significance of these events in the greater scales of history. We have become a society that allows our cultural imagination to be defined by the songs that generate the most hits, the songs that allow us to drown our worries in party anthems, rather than the ones that make us yearn for a better world. When we want to cry out against the injustices in this world, pop radio tells us to just shake it off, dance the night away. Mainstream music is seemingly in a state of denial. We all need that sense of escapism sometimes, but we also need to think about how we are creating a story for the next generations to remember. Well, perhaps first, we could turn to the music of our ancestors as they passed down their stories to us through song. Blues music started in the cotton fields, where slaves struggled to keep their culture and their courage alive. Out of their pain arose a tradition that still speaks to us today. But where are our songs about the people of Standing Rock, who have suffered through bitter cold and bitter violence for the sake of future generations? When the Irish were sending their sons to die in battle, they wrote powerful laments about these heartbreaking losses. But where are our songs about the children of Syria who are dying without reason? I've always been fascinated by the songs of the Irish, by the way that they elevate history into legend and sometimes into tragedy. By remembering the heroes of our past, we can imagine a future with that same simplicity of right and wrong.
At Boulavogue, as the sun was setting o'er the bright May meadows of Shilmalir, a rebel hand set the heather blazing and brought the neighbors from far and near. Then Father Murphy from old Kilcormac spurred up the rocks with a warning cry. Arm, arm, he cried, for I've come to lead you. For Ireland's freedom we fight or die.
During the Civil Rights Movement, musicians adapted old spiritual hymns for use in protests, and many of these were derived from biblical themes, hailing from the book of Exodus, as they found parallels between the flight of the Israelites and their own struggles to be recognized as human beings with equal rights. This song is believed to have been composed in the early 19th century. It is a hymn of the sacred harp tradition. It is a cowboy lament. It is whatever you need it to be, as traditional songs so often are. When I sing this song today, I think of the refugees across the Middle East who are struggling to find their way to freedom.
I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe, there is no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land through which I go. I'm going there to see my Father and all my loved ones who've gone on. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is dark and steep, but beauteous fields arise before me, where God's redeemed, the angels sing. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home.
We need the songwriters and the storytellers and the dreamers of our generation to tell our story. We need songs that will permeate the ears and the minds of listeners and speak to our very hearts as a collective people, listening to a song for the first time. To close, I would like to share with you a song that I wrote recently. There's a little girl in Syria named Bana al-Abid who used Twitter as a platform to show the whole world what was happening in her country. When I saw the video of Bana walking around the rubble that was once her home, I knew I had to tell her story. I had to sing out.
Hello, my friends, how are you? The war planes came back to take we played outside in the rain to take our first time seeing sun through the smoke. My friends, this is not the moon. This is the bright light of death. This is happening now. My land is small, like I am small. Give me back my childhood. Give me back the toughs. friends, how are you? I am sleeping now with my medicine contraband. I was waiting for the fairy to come, but she ran when she heard the bomb. Hello, my friends, how are you? I am missing my friends who lay buried in the dust and ash. I am sad tonight. My land is small, like I am small. Give me back my childhood. Give me back the doves. Searching for the dove.